Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
It's been a while, and as you might have seen from the intro that I've made, we have come back with a lot more knowledge on how to create videos, how to edit them, and overall just increase the production quality. So you're gonna see a lot more of that in this episode. But yeah, that's what we've been doing for the time being now. I think there's going to be more in terms of the other stuff that we had planned, maybe later. We're still trying to figure out this new editing style and all that. And so that's pretty much what's been going on since our last upload. And well, today we're going to be showing you what else we've been doing besides learning. And that's going to be playing this mod pack on Minecraft called Aged. And the Aged mod pack is it's pretty fun, right?
Yep.
Very fun. It has a lot of these farming mods, a few adventure mods, terrain mods, all visual mods as well, to make this game feel, I want to say realistic, but I guess a stylized realism, But besides that, I have added a few more mods, namely the replay mod, so that way we can add in those animations. But also we have create. I've added create, and I think that's it. There wasn't really many add-ons I needed to add here, because the overall feel of the mod pack was, it's good enough, and I don't want to change much about it, since I'd rather keep that original feel if you guys play the mod pack.
The mod pack is going to be confusing at first if you don't know what you're doing, since that happened to us when we first played.
Yeah, so I guess I'll explain what happened to us when we first played this mod pack. The mod pack gives you a little book guide, like most mod packs do. And while I have had experience playing the mod pack, or not the mod pack, but mod packs in general, things like Sky Factory and Gregg Tech, and a lot of those other mods that are on Tekkit. I used Tekkit before. That just shows how old I am. Before all Modrinth and all the other forage existed. So I've had a history of playing mod packs. The problem was with this one is the start wasn't all too intuitive, even with the guidebook. And we really struggled with the start. But after we got over that learning curve, we were able to get here where we are now. And mainly the problem with that is it didn't really explain how these get XP for you, or really how these really help, or which ones really are most helpful. Obviously things like Fisher, and I'll get to why Fisher and Miner don't really work that well, and obviously Brewer, but things like that, they don't really say exactly what it is. And I know they have this little icon like cook food, farm plants, things like that, but without knowing the exact details, it's hard to understand it, really. It doesn't really express it directly in the book. And we'll get to that in a second. But besides that, once we figured out that you had to, the meta was you click on farmer as your job, and you wander around and you forage for the natural growing farming plants, like the let's do farming kind of stuff.
They're just called wild onion and stuff. You can find them around any biome.
Yeah, and I'm sure if I look around here for a little bit, we'd find some we haven't collected yet. This isn't spawn, by the way. We are a little ways away from spawn. mainly down that path, a little over that hill, around the corner. But there should be some here we haven't collected. We haven't explored this place all too great. But yeah, you get the idea. It's gonna be like little grass stuff like here, and you're just gonna break it, and it's gonna give you XP. We didn't know that. In fact, I tried Lumberjack. Lumberjack didn't work for me. Apparently it does. I'm not sure. But we tried Warrior. Now, the problem with Warrior is you have to kill mobs. And the problem with killing mobs is in the early game, you only get flint stuff. Because, you know, it has this natural, like, real life progression where you can't just go straight punching a tree. That you have to craft tools using the rocks and the twigs around you.
Yeah, it was a little hard at first because we didn't get XP and our flint tools often got like broken and stuff, so we really didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because the flint tools weren't the best at killing mobs, and to us, the only way that we thought of leveling up was just killing mobs or placing blocks. Obviously, builder made sense. We never really thought about farmers. And that was our first playthrough. We did, after learning that, we did do another playthrough, which we did stop because we wanted to add, I wanted to add crate mainly for the visual aspects. But after we added crate, we started over and we played on this world, and now we are here at autumn. And if you know the mod pack, you start at spring. And in fact, this isn't autumn 1, this is an autumn 1 year after we started the game, in the game time. Not real time, obviously. But this is 1 year of in-game time, pretty much. We're just about to hit 2 years, actually, in the game. Which is crazy. Crazy to think about.
I just find it crazy that we haven't gotten far as to go to the Nether. Even though we played for 2 years in the game.
I mean, we are on the cusp of getting to the Nether. You just need to build a Nether portal, and I can light it.
Oh yeah, because I can get lava bucket.
And I was just unlocked flint and steel. Anyways, we have spent a lot of time on this world, and this is the progress we're at. And I guess in this episode or video, we might make it a series just showing off this or playing through it a little bit, maybe just doing more dialogue and talking like in this one. But we're just going to use this video to showcase the progress we made. Yeah.
Yep.
So, welcome to the ranch. This is the ranch and the ranch house.
This is our second build we did.
Our main build over by spawn is called the farm, and that's where we have all the farming and stuff done. That's where we did most of our farming to level up, really. But over here, the main purpose of this place is to breed horses to get, you know, a fast horse. And we have all these stables set up. The main barn over here, where we keep the better horses here. And I even have this fancy farm door using crate, like this. So good.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty easy early game. Once you get redstone and stuff from looting dungeons and stuff, you can craft this pretty quick. And let's see. So yeah, we just have this whole range, a little runway track and jump tests, just to pretty much examine these horses. Because all these horses, thankfully, don't require saddles to ride. And they all have little stats, if I can show you on this one. I'll get to that in a second. Over here, they have stats to show their speed and their jump on the left side here. With the blue arrow being speed, the yellow arrow being jump. And I guess we can now go on to the names. So this is Syrup. He's a male, and that's his stats. And this little guy here is Theo Jr. And so, all these horses have names and stats. And in fact, a lot of these horses are related to each other. Like Theo Jr. is actually a grandkid to Theo, which is one of our initial horses.
A great-great-grandkid.
No, a grandkid.
Oh yeah, grandkid.
And so down here we have the family tree. Up top we have Dummy and Theo, who were our initial horses, which we bred to make these horses over across the way here. Syrup, maple, sugar, and molasses. And then on and on and on with all these different people. Now they do have question marks in front of them because once we started breeding recently, we started marking down the date that we got them or bred them, or the date they were born, their birthday. We marked down their birthday. And, you know, if you mark down their birthday, then you're probably going to mark down their death day. And up there, poor Molasses died on the 27th day of the first year, which was a couple days ago in the game.
We miss him.
Yeah. And so we have our own mechanic for, you know, the whole if they die or not, all sorts of stuff. It's not that complicated. Basically rolling a dice based on the recency and, you know, if they're the parent, the grandparent, the great-grandparent, and stuff like that. And basically, the older they are, the more likely is that they're going to die upon the child's birth. And that's just to add a realism, but also to help out with the situation here. We don't have a lot of stable positions here, and the more we breed, the more this place is going to fill up with horses that we're never going to use. And so I think it's going to make sense just to have the horses basically die of old age, quote unquote.
Make it more realistic.
Yeah. And that's kind of the, I would say, the drive, maybe the theme of this mod pack, is a lot of this stuff is realistic and slow. And it's not the do everything as quickly and as efficiently as possible Minecraft gameplay that you might be used to. And our newest member here, Larry Jr., who does not have a confirmed gender, is actually pretty good, 3-2, which means we have to mark him down in the logbook. Now over here we have a little horse logbook. Ignore all that text, that's just other stuff. And let's see. Larry... Oh wait, that was Larry Jr. right here. Oh, he's marked as male. Oh, that's from me copying everything over. A few of these need to be edited. But Larry Jr., it's a 3-2. Unfortunately, Larry Jr. can't have kids.
He's the only child.
Yeah, because he's a mule. Let's put that away. Alright, but yeah, that's the horse ranch. Around the ranch we have other stuff like the water station, a little crop thing just so we can gather resources here, and a little cow pen. We should be killing the cows for their hide, but we haven't been doing that as we've been focusing more on the horses. Anyways, we'll show you the ranch house here. It's a quaint little house here. Some paintings here and there. A lot of the decoration blocks. A small kitchen here for her. We'll get to why it's for her. Not because she's a girl. As crazy as that is. It's because of her jobs. I spec'd my skill points into mining and what else? Smithing and trade. And you spec'd all your points into farming.
Yep.
And now alchemy.
So I can make wines.
Mm-hmm.
And also other foods.
Yep. And I'm gonna spec into armor too, so I can make some armor as well. Anyways, that'll be the end of the day, and once it gets morning, we'll head out to a farm. All right. So now that it's morning, we can head out towards the farm. And while we head out there, I guess we can talk about our overall thoughts of the mod pack as well, right?
Yeah.
And also meet our children, Whisper and Ghost, two Alays we rescued and adopted out here from the ruins. And our dogs, Doggerton and what'd you name yours?
Nieve.
Nieve. You want to grab a horse?
Estrella's already over there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'll just walk.
You walk? I'll walk too. Might as well. Been a while since I walked out there. But yeah, our thoughts on this mod pack. Honestly, I really do like it. It's nice and maybe slow at times and difficult to learn in the beginning, but it's nice to slow down and to play the game at this slower pace rather than rushing through everything, trying to pretty much have a constant flow of entertainment. Oh dear, it's getting cold. We gotta run through this forest quick. Winter is coming.
We really need to get clothes to warm ourselves up.
You have clothes to warm yourself up. I have boots. But yeah, I think it's very good as a slow mod pack, just to take your time and, you know, experience the game and some of its mechanics that you might not have really messed with or played with because you're just going straight for the elytra pretty much. And I know a lot of people have opinions on the game, on how going to the elytra and going straight to the end kind of ruins the whole gameplay vibe. And I kind of agree. And this mod pack, if that's like a sentiment you have, then this mod pack really, really is good for you. It's nice and slow. You get to take your time and just, you know, farm. Basically farm. Or do adventuring as you wander around. But really, this mod pack, it seems like it's more focused for farming. But yeah, here we are at the farm. So, like I said, this is the farm. There's a farmhouse there, a horse stable down there, and all of our crops around here. Nope. It's not hold F5, it's tap, toggle. Down here we have all our animal pens, the winery, and all of our grapevines, vineyard. Up top here, hey, careful, I got hurt. Over here we have our windmill. This is the main reason I want to create. And a watermill. I am going to use a watermill for a log station out there. So that way we can farm up more logs and stuff like that. Especially for building. Since it is slow getting the wood. But yeah, this is the farmhouse and the farm. This is where we spent a lot of our time in the first year, pretty much. I think we started building that ranch in the spring after winter. Yeah?
Yeah.
And here's the inside. Our cats. Now, we did bring over our cats because we got these cats over in the second world, was it?
I think.
Yeah, our second playthrough. After we failed the first time, we brought them over here. And just for continuity's sake, really. We did cheat them in. It's fine. It's fine. They're just cats. They're just sitting there. But yeah, this is where we have the main setup for the kitchen, where she does all her cooking and gets all the food here.
I'm just missing the tea kettle so I can make the tea.
Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Upstairs. Yeah. Nice little nook up here. Oh, excuse me. Nice little look up there, and then down here in the basement, all the tables and their furniture storage. So, I guess for the rest of this episode, we can, I don't know, maybe do a little bit of playing.
Yeah.
Showcase how the play goes nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I guess now I wanted to do, there's a few things I wanted to do. Number one thing I wanted to do was get more kids out of this lineage here, maybe, or find another wild horse to bring into the family.
Basically, find a mate for Estrella.
Yeah, because we need someone with fast movement speed, and I don't want to go to incest.
Me neither.
So we're gonna try to find a mate for Estrella without having to resort to unsavory methods.
Oh yeah, because that type of breeding does not go well. Lots of health issues.
Yep. Although there's technically no downsides in the game.
That is true. Still.
Yeah, still. There's mental downsides. So, let's see. I believe somewhere down there in the forest, you found the horses, right?
Yeah.
And I found a couple of the horses down at the ranch over in pretty much right next to the ranch, I think.
Yeah, because we found them in the plain.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna head back to the ranch, and I will explore around there. Oh, also I want some flowers for these are potatoes. Also,
Wild potatoes.
yeah, this is what I was talking about, by the way, about the wild plants. I thought that was nettle, wild nettle. I gotta be a little speedy through this birch forest, though. So yeah, we're gonna try to... Oh, I'm gonna collect a couple of these. I'm gonna try to find a couple of horses and maybe see if we can get some mates. Hopefully we'll find some soon.
Hopefully.
Oof.
Because I already tried looking before, but I did not find any horses besides lots of boars and cows.
Oh yeah, lots of them things. Too many of them. Too many.
Yep.
And you got lost in the forest as well, trying to look for it.
Well, no, I got lost because I didn't want to die.
And, well, still, you got lost in the forest.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna plant these in the flower boxes up front. And then I'll start hunting around for horses. You know what you're gonna be doing?
I was gonna go back to the farmhouse to farm.
Yeah?
Yeah, and probably make some other food.
Alright. Well, let me know when you get some food, because I am slowly running out of dumplings.
I always stock up on dumplings, by the way, you guys.
Yep. Thankfully. They're slow to cook. Really slow to cook.
Yeah, but they're a lot easier to get, though. Especially since it's just like a bunch of mashed potato and lettuce. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. Oh, also, down there is where we have the graveyard. For the horses.
Yep. I still miss molasses.
Me too. It was a sad day when he died.
It was. I genuinely cried.
You said you were going to cry. You did not.
I mean, the tears are in my eyes at least.
Uh-huh. I guess while I'm looking around here, we can talk about the new editing style. So as you can notice, there's a lot more, you know, free cam and stuff like that we're using. And a lot of it is just to sell pretty much my, I'm gonna sound cringe saying this, artistic vision for this channel and all the stuff that we do here. But yeah, I kind of want to add that kind of stuff because I like doing, you know, that kind of filmmaking, and I never really, I guess, tried to implement it when I could have. I really could have. Maybe not in Ultra Kill so much, but definitely in future installments, and future videos as well. And oh, I found a little hut out here.
A hut?
Yeah, a little ruined hut.
No.
Ooh, couple of wheats. Nice. No chest out here though.
I did find a mine at one point, but that was when I got lost.
You did?
Yeah.
Out there?
I told you, remember?
I don't remember. I just remember you got lost.
It was by the Sugi forest.
Oh. Maybe I'll see it. Let's see. Any horses? Any horses? No horses.
That's unfortunate.
That is. Damn, there's a redstone up here? Nice. Free, easy redstone. Oh, this gives full coal blocks too? You guys might not know, but in the other, like the stone coal, it gives you like little, like those. It gives you little coal pieces. So having it already full is huge as just like getting the resource, especially with the redstone up so high too. Like that's crazy. It's very crazy.
Oh yeah, especially since when you went to the mine and got like a full iron ingot instead of nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
That's because of the deep slate though.
Yeah.
Blackberries.
Yeah. And it's great that they have that feature with a few of these ores. Alright, so I'm back out of the forest down there and at the other side of the ranch. I didn't find any horses, unfortunately, and I guess we're just gonna come back empty-handed. Except we have all these flowers, which I can use to plant and decorate. Nice. So let's decorate the front here. And let's see, maybe Lily Valley here, a couple lilacs, wild nettle. What is this? Gardenia? Gardenia. Alum. Pink tulip. Gardenias. Lilac. Another one there. Put the tulip in the garden box and this ribwort to match on the other side. And I think that's good. That's a pretty good house right there, I'd say.
Yep.
Well,
I have more decoration. Like a fence. Oh, no, there's already fences around everywhere.
Yeah, maybe just like an entrance gate there and a fence along the path is what we would do.
Yeah.
Maybe next time, or maybe off camera when we do another showcase of this world. But this will be it for this episode, this video. And overall, just a great mod pack if you want a slow Minecraft experience, focusing more on farming and building Not so much adventuring, but there is adventure at least, if it's hard to get materials and stuff like that. And overall, I think this mod pack is pretty good.
Very good.
Very,
At least in my opinion.
very fun. And so, yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. She's still out there at the farm, didn't decide to ever come back.
I said I was gonna farm.
Left me, the dogs, and the kids all alone out here at the ranch.
Your turn to be the parent.
Well, I have been. Well, that's gonna be it. Make sure to like the video if you do like it. Dislike it if you don't. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And whichever video you decide to watch, we'll see you in that video.
Bye, you guys.
Bye, everyone.